Hello, everybody. I'm just testing to see if anyone can hear me out there. We're about to start an interview with Russ Horn. I just want to give everyone a few seconds just to come online and to arrange themselves.
That's me. Gotta get off.
My name is Adrian Jones. I'm with Elastic Trading, and I'm sure that I'm familiar with many of you. Who I've worked with over the years on various launches. And welcome today, if you're live. This is a live event on Facebook. And if you happen to be listening to this as a recording, welcome also, because your support is appreciated whether you're live or not. Now, I just want to start by saying that this is something that we're doing for the first time, a live streaming event on Facebook, and I'm sure that we might run into some technical difficulties along the road. If we do, please bear with us. We're trying our best here. We've got a team of technicians behind the scenes, and we'll try our best to get through this with as little pain as possible. Let me first start by also introducing you to Russ, who you'll see on your screen.
Hey guys.
Russ Horn. Hi Russ, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us today, Russ. For those of you that aren't familiar with Russ, and I think a lot of you will be, because as I've mentioned, a lot of you have supported Russ's products in the past, and there are many products. So, you know, it could be through one of the launches we've done previously.
And I want to thank everybody for that too. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Definitely, and I mean, Russ, I'm just going to run through just to remind people. You know, you've released Forex Equinox in the past. You've released many others: Tradeonics, Rapid Results Method, Forex Master Method, Forex Rebellion. Gosh, over the last decade or so, there must be at least 10 different products, and we've been involved with them throughout, and very fortunate to have been so with you. Excuse me. They've all been runaway successes, $1 million launches. And there's a reason for that, I think, and that's, you know, you put out a great product, and you've got like a cult following it, essentially. And what I want to do today is to, for everyone that's on this call, is just to say to them, look, there's this big launch coming up with Russ. It starts on the 16th of April, Monday the 16th of April. And we're going to have a live sales page go live, or a sales page go live on the 23rd of April. And so it's just around the corner. And for those of you that aren't aware of the launch, we just wanted to give you some introduction to it and introduce you to Russ, as I mentioned, and just some background to Russ and what the product is all about. And many of you would have already signed up for the JV page, for the affiliate page. Thank you for doing so. You will have seen there's a lot of material on the page. I'll get to that a bit later in the interview. We don't intend to be too long, possibly about 20 to 30 minutes because of time constraints. But if any of you do have questions, please let me know. Let me just check that there's not any coming through right now. And yeah, so let's get started, you know. Russ, as I mentioned, you've got so many products that you've released in the past, all of these great multi-million-dollar sellers, and now we're coming up to a brand new one, Forex Master Method Evolution.
Evolution, yep.
Could you start by telling us a little bit about yourself and then a little bit about the product for those who don't know you?
Sure.
Who haven't joined up before.
First of all, I want to say thank you very much for being an affiliate, for being a part of this. I don't think we could do this nearly as well without you guys. You're a huge part of this whole process, and I really do appreciate it. Now, you've been with me over the years, so you know the kind of stuff that I've produced, and this is no different. We're just going to keep on doing this. A little bit about me. I've started trading. I got into trading in the year 2000. This is the same year my oldest boy is born. He's 17 now. He's huge. He's bigger than I am. But I started in the year 2000. I thought this was really good. Now, if you want a little bit of a backstory, I had a t-shirt company. I was working way too hard, too many hours, not making enough money. I made a little bit of money, put it into an investment that I was told was a sure thing. It did really well for a short period of time, and then it tanked. Not so much tanked, but the funds were seized by a variety of government agencies. But what happened was that, looking into that, kind of got me into the direction of trading. The guy was making some pretty decent returns, so I looked into how he was doing that, and that got me onto the path of Forex. So doing the research, I really got excited. I was really interested in how the whole process worked. I liked the math behind it. Looking at the charts, I could just find kind of an organic, well, it's like a connection almost. It's really kind of weird. But it got me into it. But when I started, I was a terrible trader. I think most of us that start really don't do very well. You start out okay, then the more you learn, the worse it gets. And then at some point, you either decide to quit, you struggle with it, or you figure it out and you get better. I stuck with it long enough to figure it out. But until that happened, I fell into every single hole. I fell for every trap. I did everything wrong that a trader can do. Everything from, not wanting to hear that your emotions have something to do with your trading decisions. I didn't want to hear that. That was the last thing I wanted to hear. I wanted that holy grail system. So I looked for it, and I looked for it, and I looked for it. And over the years, I've managed to put little tiny pieces together that I would consider would be a holy grail. Holy grail is not quite a system as much as it is components of a system. And you get all the right little pieces together, you can do really well. Now, that brings us really from 2000 to today. During this travels from being a terrible, terrible trader, learning the ropes, figuring it out, getting all the bumps and scrapes and broken bones and bruises and stuff, I've put out several different systems, and each system essentially is a learning curve on its own. The nice thing with every system that I put out is there's a forum attached with it. So I'm not just selling a system and say, here you go, have fun. I'll hear from you the next time you buy another system. It was never that angle. It was always, here's a system, let me help you make it work for you. Because not everybody can trade the same. You put the same two people in the same room trading the same markets with the same system, you're going to get different results. And this, having a forum, really gave me an inside track. Only this forum is as good for me as it is for anybody else, because I get to see where traders are having their difficulties, where they're struggling, where their sticking points are. And a lot of these things I've already been through, and I'm able to help them. But every once in a while I come up with a question that maybe I've never considered before. Something that's brand new that presents to me a challenge to solve. And for every forum, for every system, like Adrian mentioned, there's a few of them now, I get to solve more problems, and there is really an evolution of the whole process. So today we're looking at something called Forex Master Method Evolution, and Adrian was saying earlier, it's not so much an evolution as an adaptation. The strongest survive isn't always the truth. It's the one that can adapt, that survives. And Forex Master Method Evolution is really an adaptation of what we've been through all the past 14 years. All the stuff I've learned, everything that has made us better and better and better really went into this one particular system. So this essentially is the pinnacle right now. Like, we've got this system, it works really well, and it is simple. And I think traders are going to like that aspect of it. The system is something that works really well because it has been tested. Like Adrian mentioned, one of the systems that we've done before was Forex Master Method. This was probably the most successful system that we've ever done, was Forex Master Method, the first version. And what we've done is taken the difference between way back then when it first came out and now, we've had 3 or 4 systems in between where we're able to learn and tweak and modify and improve and take what was a really good system and make it that much better because of the adaptation along the way. So that brings us to really today, why you're here right now.
Sure. And Russ, this is not just another version like a 2.0
No.
or an upgrade or something like that. This is an entirely different system. Right?
This is an entirely, yes. It takes some of the fundamentals that you might be familiar with, but those fundamentals on their own don't carry a whole lot of weight until you integrate them with improvements or different fundamentals or some changes, which we've done here. I was joking one time with somebody in the forum saying, what I want to do is come up with a system, kind of reverse engineer why traders lose, and then build a system backwards. Now, you know, most traders are taking a trade, and 95% of the time, traders are going to lose. So I'm thinking to myself, well, what if I take that concept and somehow flip it? And I've managed to put a piece of that, and it was a joke at the time, but really thinking about it, I managed to put a piece of that into the Master Method Evolution system, where people would normally lose, they're starting to win because of this reverse engineering. And this is the only system out of all the systems that I've ever done, whether it's been commercial system or all those free giveaway systems that I've done in the past, this is the only system that has taken a brand new concept and reversed engineer and done it backwards to make a system more profitable.
Now, Russ, you've got the system, right?
Yes.
You were showing me earlier, and I've also got a copy here somewhere. Could you show that to us?
Sure.
Give everyone an idea of.
This is the book.
Because this is a physical product, right?
This is a physical product, and I'll show you both. I've got the book here. So this is the manual. Now, there's not a lot you can see probably on the camera, but there's, it's really quite detailed. I've got, let me reach out of the camera frame here. Grab some stuff. Oh, the DVDs are slippery when you try to grab a bunch of them. And there's 4 DVDs as well. So this is what DVD looks like. And of course, we've got very well packaged, very professional. I love the logo on this thing. But we've got that as far as the physical product goes. Now, that's half, I guess. Half probably isn't even right. It's a good starting point. Once traders get this, they have everything they need to have a workable, tradable, profitable system. But they'll also get access to members area. Now, the members area is, again, it's something that we've done before. This isn't brand new. But I think what sets me apart, like you, Adrian, you mentioned that I've got a bit of a cult following. And I think the reason for that is because of that members area. In that members area, stuff goes on that isn't broadcast out there. I'm talking about stuff that is frowned upon sometimes, that you can't talk about this kind of thing about Forex. I mean, the members really get the dirty, the secrets, whatever it is that I have to share with them is going to be in there. We have bonuses. For this particular system, I've got a series of 8 bonuses that it's going to take the system and make it better. I mean, there's only so much that you can put into a manual. So what I've done then is taken it and sort of subdivided it into just more information. So it's just going to get built on, built on, built on, built on. And traders are going to find a thing that they can resonate with that's going to make the system work best for them. And until they find that, I'm in the forum where they can talk back and forth with me and other traders, and we're going to help them find that thing that they resonate with. So we've got the bonuses that are going to make it a more, I guess, well-rounded experience. We're looking at everything that we can possibly put into there. And again, this comes from 14, 15, 16 years of just, first of all, trial and error, not making it work, not knowing what to do, to figuring it out, becoming profitable, tweaking, simplifying, making it easy as we possibly can. And that evolution has led us to really here in this members area, into this forum. And we're going to give the members everything that we possibly can. And it's really nothing held back. I'm going to make sure that I'm there for as long as they need. These forums are generally open for about 6 months. The last forum is still going. It's been over a year, and I'm still in that forum. So there's members from a previous system that I'm still helping out way, way beyond the time that it was supposed to have been closed, and this is going to be no different.
Sure, and it's obvious to me, like I said, you've got this cult following. You just over the years, I've noticed how you've grown. You've got thousands and thousands of people following you now. And, they are almost rabid fans. So, you know, for those people I know, they're very keen to, they're keenly awaiting you releasing this new system. Yes. But for those who haven't yet promoted it, you know, because obviously people might be listening and they've got people they want to obviously refer this to and earn commissions on and so on. It really is an easy uptake. From what I've seen in the past, once people get to go through this pre-launch period, and I must emphasize how important this pre-launch is going to be, that starts on Monday the 16th, right, and it goes on for a few days. For those people who aren't familiar with you, I think that's a critical time, because they get to know you a little bit. You'll be sharing some videos and some free systems for the best part of at least 5 to 6 days, different systems and so on, which will be up in the, you know, I have some examples of that in the affiliates area, you know, closer to the time. But I just want to emphasize, you know, that those who aren't familiar with you, that's the perfect time for them to get to know you. Just like we're getting to know you on the call now. I think once they listen to you, once they see the, you know, the free gifts, which are amazing, but, you know, the idea being that, well, if that's what you get for free, can only imagine what they're going to get once they get the Forex Master Method Evolution system. So I just want to, you know, chip in there a little bit and also mention that, because I think that's a vital part of the launch, pre-sale, yes, so to speak. So we've got the pre-sale part where you go through this whole pre-launch where you give away gifts, you speak to them, they can win prizes and comments and so on. And then afterwards, there's obviously the whole sales process where the sales page goes live. Then afterwards, there's this incredible after-sales backup support, trading, learning that carries on, as you've said, for months. It's not just a one-time thing that, you know, a person buys and never hear from you again. It's really very well planned out, incredibly resource intensive, in the sense that they're going to get so much information that it really sets it apart from anything else I know that's been done recently or is about to be done, you know, this year. Definitely not this month. This is like the biggest launch that I know of, and the best product, quite honestly. I've gone through it all. The DVDs are at least 10 hours long, and I've gone through every single one of them. Read through the manual. I've looked at the back end of the members area, you know, as you've developed it before this call, we've been looking at that. And I know you're going to share a lot of that information with the affiliates closer to the time. So, you know, well done. You know, I just want to say, from my point of view, incredible product, Russ, and it's something I'll be promoting, obviously, myself to my own subscribers. So thank you for that. I just want to see if there's any questions. As of yet, nobody's got any major questions. Yep.
As to how this might work, there are, like Adrian, you mentioned, there's a couple of free systems that are going to be given away over the next few days, and they're a good insight. I built the systems. They're ones that I sat down and orchestrated and built them from the ground up. So you get an idea just from them, sort of the thought process. Now, what happens after that, the way this is organized, the way this sort of put together, there's a video for each system on the page. Now, this is just for you guys to kind of get to know sort of what my style is like. Now, if you go and watch the video, you don't have to watch it all the way through, but you'll get an idea of how I work. What happens is that particular video, you know, you've got just the general intro, like my name's Russ Horn, welcome, I'm giving you a free gift today. So you've got that beginning part, and then there's a little section where I download and install the system on your charts, and that's all just kind of basic stuff. But then after that, there is, for lack of a better word, like a little webinar, and I will show you how to trade the system. And because of that part of the video, you really do get an insight as to what my style would be. So when I'm doing a webinar, this is the kind of thing. For this particular one, though, for these free systems, there's very little interaction. But when I do a webinar, I'm always reading the comments. I have a comment on one screen here. So I'm always reading the comments here and then trying to apply it to whatever I'm talking about at the time. So there's an awful lot of interaction. So you're not going to get that from those videos. But check out the video anyways and just kind of see if you think that's cool. Like if you think the way that I'm doing it is okay. Because I think a lot of traders, they really do like this. Now, I have held webinars. Webinars are slotted. Like I have a time frame for a webinar. But they've learned, for lack of a better word, to put me sort of at the end, because I've had webinars that they're slotted for an hour that will go for 4.5 hours. I think my longest webinar was 5.5 hours, and 90% of traders stay through the webinar. And I find that incredible. It's very humbling, actually, to find that so many traders will stay that long for a webinar that's supposed to be an hour, and sometimes they're getting up at 2 or 3 in the morning to attend, and they do. They will get up at 3 o'clock in the morning so that they can sit there for a 2.5, 3 hour webinar.
Now, I've attended some of these webinars, and they're all extremely interesting. I mean, it's obvious to me that over the years you've become like, a guru and mentor to these people. They really look up to you, and it's an incredible thing to witness. So, from the affiliate's point of view, this is definitely something that you want to get your subscribers involved in. You want them to be part of this thing. Not only are they going to purchase something, and obviously there's commissions flowing, but they are going to get something of real value. Not some scammy product, something that will last, that they'll really thank you for, and will make them better traders. I've got 100% confidence in that. So this is a product that you can, for sure, me having seen it, I've been through it. I've been through some of the interview or webinars with Russ from his previous products. I know they sell like hotcakes, but also, the members, once they've joined, they become rabid fans. They really enjoy what they're learning. Most of them do, or that I've seen anyway, all of them have done exceptionally well as students over the time that they've spent with you on any one of these projects that you've done. And there's no reason to think it won't be even better this time around.
Out here with this DVD that's my name. I've got my name on it, and that's my face right there. So I'm on the DVD. My name's on the DVD. My face is on the DVD. I've been around for a while, so this is very important to me. I've got a name. I've got a reputation to uphold. I've been around for 10 years at least doing this, so people know who I am, and I haven't gone anywhere. So every time I put something out, you're really only as good as your last product, and I believe that. I mean, I can put out so many good things that I've done in the past years, but until, you only remember the last thing you've done. So I'm aware of this, which means that every time I put out a new product, it has to be at least as good as the last one, if not better. And why would I do it if it's going to be just as good as the last one? So I'm going to make it better. So every time I do one, I put my name behind it. I put my stamp of approval behind it. It's me that's behind the whole thing. The process is me. The system is me. Everything that goes into it is me. And like I said, again, my name is on the package. And I haven't gone anywhere, and my face is on the package. And my face is here now. So
that will resonate with a lot of the people that will be listening to this, because one of the big concerns that often people have when promoting any product is, how reputable is this thing? And it's my name that I'm putting out there. I'm sending this out to my subscribers to take a look at it. I want to be sure that it's something good, and there's 100% assurance from my side anyway that this is the real deal. And in a sense, you've got to be in it to win it. If a person is not going to be mailing to your lists for this, I can assure you somebody is going to be. We've had hundreds of affiliates actually join up so far in even just the last few days. So I'm expecting this to be huge, and if your subscriber is on anyone else's list, which is most likely the case because Forex is not that big an audience, they're going to hear about this from someone else. So I think if you're listening to this, I've got to encourage you to be part of this launch, because if you're not going to be mailing your subscribers, somebody else is going to be. And that would just be a pity if you had to lose out on providing such great value to your subscribers. And really, Russ, that's part of your legacy, really, and why I'm always so excited to be promoting your products. It's just incredible to see how the community pulled together, how the affiliates pulled together, how the after-sales service and the support and everything just comes together in a way that very few people can say that they've ever supported a launch like that in the past.
There's one thing that I do want to say. Thank you, Adrian. Members in my previous system are aware that there is a Forex Master Method evolution. I do not sell anything. I leave that to you guys.
Yes.
I don't sell anything, but I have made 1,000 people aware that there is Forex Master Method evolution coming out. So it's not going to come out of nowhere for an awful lot of people. They are aware. And again, I don't sell anything. That's not my job. I am in the forum helping people trade. I don't know the first thing about selling. I wouldn't do that to you. You are helping me by getting the word out. So best I can do is at least make that word known.
Yeah, that's a very important point, because you're not a marketer.
No.
You're a trader.
Yeah.
And your traders develop some systems which are being released to the public. But, it also sets you apart, because a lot of people are just plain marketing whatever product they've got, and they didn't develop the product. It's not their product. They don't even understand what it's about. They had a face, for it. Not anyone that I've ever been associated with, but I know that it does happen, and I not infrequently get asked to promote products which we don't, because of that very reason. If I suspect that it's not a genuine trader, if it's not real, the person doesn't have to be a marketer. As long as they are genuine and they relate to the public, they've got something worthwhile teaching, and it's a valuable product, then it's certainly worth marketing. And in your case, you're almost like an exceptionally good product to market. And so I'm very proud and grateful to be part of this launch. Just at this point, I just want to move over to saying, Greg, acknowledge that you're there. Thank you, my friend, for posting that question. I think we will address that separately. It's a question about the forum. Greg is asking, could you consider sharing a forum with a monthly cost for me, where we can stay in contact with you? Certainly, I'm sure that we could arrange that with Russ. The way it's set up at the moment is that I've seen and I've been given access to is that Russ has a members area. There are various products in there, and depending on what a person has bought, they can access various types. But as Russ has mentioned, he's very engaged, and even with some of the older products, he's still very available to the people in those forums, and which is a good thing. He's very committed to us. He's very committed.
Of having a monthly subscription, but at the moment that's not how it's set up. It might change to be something like that, but right now it's set up as part of a package. But I do understand that it's easier to do month by month sometimes, so I will be looking into that for sure.
Sure. Now, I think we've learned a little bit about the product, we've known a little bit about you, and I'd like to discuss the actual launch itself from the affiliate's point of view, what to expect. And maybe here's where I could just interject a bit, because I'm helping promote the affiliate side of things for you. As I mentioned before, if you missed the call earlier, when we just got started, I was mentioning that on the 16th of April, Monday, we're going to start with a pre-launch sequence. And all of this information is on the JV page, on the affiliate page, and I'm going to share a link with you shortly in the chat, and I'll bring it up on screen as well if you haven't yet joined. But inside the members area, on a daily basis, there's going to be emails provided by the best copywriters in the world, unequivocally, that will be posted there at least a day or so in advance so that you can get your copy out and email to your subscribers with your own link. It's going to retail through ClickBank, and there's going to be a link specific to that on the JB page. It also explains how to, if you haven't got a ClickBank account, how to open one up. It's quick and easy. It takes about 90 seconds. And you could just take the copy, adjust it with the link, and send it out, to your subscribers. Or you could add banners to your blog or sites or Facebook page or wherever you'd like with your link, and that would help promote it. Now, each day, Russ is going to be giving away something free. So the index page, the main page, will change based on whatever system he's giving away on that day. We'll go through a few different days of that, where I will also give Russ's pages a preview for each of the pages on the JV page so that you can see in advance what people are going to get. You can have a look at it. You can write your own emails if you want around that. And then you send it out ideally at 9 a.m. Eastern on the day, which is when the pages would change. And then on the 23rd of April, excuse me, on the 23rd of April, the actual sales page will go live. And there'll be a big explanation on the page about what it is that people are buying and why they should buy it and so on. And obviously from that day onwards, they commissions for any sales that you make to your subscribers will then be logged into your ClickBank account. Some common questions I get are, is it first cookie or last cookie? Well, it's last cookie. Should I just email on the day? Why wait, through the pre-launch? Why not just do it on the day? No. For the price point, which is a few $100, $997, we might offer some variations of this depending on our market research closer to the time. But for now, the commissions are going to be 30% of the sale price, and it is last cookie. Now, to get someone to purchase cold that's never been on any of Russ's products before, it is difficult in any market to do. And so it's vital that really we need to get people to get to know Russ for that week beforehand, starting from the Monday the 16th. I would encourage you to mail every single day. There's only 6 mails really to send out. And if you do that each day, I can guarantee you that your subscribers are going to become very familiar with Russ, so that by the time they get to the sales page, you really don't have to sell much. Russ, like I said, he's not a salesman, but just being Russ, people want to know more about him. They want to, know what it is that he's selling. They want to get it, and rightly so. And it just encourages them. It builds up their trust, and you're only doing yourself a favor by doing that, by getting a hold of your subscribers every day. Try not to miss any day if you can. And also, for those affiliates that mail a lot, you'll see on the JD page that there's going to be a plethora of prizes. One of the best prizes that are being given away to the affiliates that get the most opt-ins during the pre-launch, for example, is a fantastic prize. It's a marketing consultation with a company called Scientific Copy, which are also responsible for some of our copy and most of our stuff, actually, our marketing and so on. They really are, they're expensive, but they're worth every penny. But as an affiliate, if you promote it well and you happen to win this prize, you're going to be given access to some of the best marketers in the world to look at your own products and your own sites and your own marketing and so on. And that's invaluable, in my book. That experience that'll come through there to help you. And of course, there's cash prizes and so on. So really have a look at this JV page. It's going to set out the schedule for you. It's going to set out your links. It's going to set out the copy, what your prizes are going to be. There's banners there. Most of the contact information, how to get hold of me or anyone else, is on that page. And it's going to be something really great. Now, I'll update that page each day during the pre-launch and up until the launch. And I will also, it's very important to subscribe, if you haven't yet, to a page that I'm going to see if I can just put into this chat for those of you who are on Facebook Live. I'm going to put it in here. If you haven't yet joined us, please have a look at the chat. I've just posted a link there. It's going to be on Alaziak, and let me just read it out to you. www.alaziak, spelled ALAZIAC.com /FMMEVOAFFJV.php. Now,
link on a PowerPoint slide on the
yes.
video for you.
And Russ, I'm going to ask you if you don't mind sharing that with me. I'm having a technical problem sharing my screen, or else I would have done it already. But I'd like you just to go and listen to a short video introduction that Russ has got on that page. And once you sign up, it's important that you do, because then I can email you every day and let you know what is happening that day or the next day, or what's to come, and give you previews of pages. And also it gives me an ability to whitelist your ClickBank ID so that I can see who is who. You know, if you have a particular idea and you're doing particularly well, I want to know that it's you that's doing well. Or if you're struggling, I want to know who it is so that I can see how we, as a team behind me that can assist. So really, that's the first point. You know, how do we get started? Go to that page, take a short listen. It's about a 1-minute video. Sign up, check out what we've got, and then do keep a lookout for any emails for events like this, or that explain about the launch, or how you can get your links, and how to contact support from the affiliates point of view, and get to know more about the launch, or any queries that you've got. What help do you need? Let's see how we can help you. We want to make this as successful as possible for us, and that means that you'll be successful. You know, the more successful he is, the more successful you are. So it's really a win-win situation.
Everybody gets to win.
Everybody gets to win, whether it's the client, whether it's affiliate. Russ, from the point of view of, I don't think Russ is even in this for the money. He just loves it. Right, Russ? I mean, I think you would do this for free if you could, but I know that obviously in this day and age, one can't do that. There's certain expenses and things that have to be taken care of, just from the marketing point of view even. So otherwise, I know Russ would be just keen to do presentations all day long. You know, he's not a marketer, a big businessman, but very savvy, but more trader, you know. And so we're just grateful, really, that we get an opportunity like this to market something this special. And Russ, was there anything else you wanted to add? I feel that we've been going on a bit. I know you're short on time, and some of the affiliates here are from all over the place. And we will take up this conversation again. But was there anything else you felt that I should have mentioned?
I don't think so. I want to say thank you very much for all the kind words. Thank you for you as an affiliate. If you've marketed for me before, it helps like you wouldn't believe. And I hope this is like, I say this in every webinar because I know that people are here from all over the world. Sometimes the time is very inconvenient. So I appreciate the effort just to show up, just for considering this at the very least. So I appreciate everything you guys are doing. I want to make sure that for your list, for your members, anybody that does join, that they get out of it what they expect. Now, I put more in than I'm getting out. You know, there's only so much that I can get out of it, and then I want to make sure that the members get more than that. So this is an experience for me too. I have forums where I get to interact with the members, and the members that do choose to participate really do get the most out of it. And again, I understand sometimes it's inconvenient to show up at certain times or post questions, but I really do make an effort to make it worth their while. So if it's a little bit inconvenient for them after the experience is over, they're very happy that they did it. So I am putting everything that I can into it to make it worth everybody's while. And again, thank you very much for your support, and Adrian for the very kind words and the help that you guys have given me along the way.
Well, I'm just speaking truth. And just maybe on a good note to end, thank you, Greg. I know Russ can't see all the comments, so I'm just going to mention it here. Greg has been a purchaser, actually, of Russ's Equinox before. And let me just read it out. Thank you, Greg. I'm sure Russ will appreciate the kind words. Sorry, I have to lean in a bit because my eyes are not so good. Equinox is brilliant. Took me a while to be convinced, but now it is so keep it so simple. It is my main trading system. Pure brilliance, mate. Well done. No, thanks, Greg. I'm sure Russ appreciates that and possibly knows you from the forums.
Greg, he would probably tell you that there's so much more than just that. You know, as the forum continues, it evolves. So there's not just the system. This is going to be the master method evolution as well. It's going to be the system, and we are going to build on it. If traders are struggling with whatever reason, whatever aspect, we tweak, we fine-tune, we try to find a way to make it work. And this is going to be no different.
Sure. Russ, could I ask you at this time, could you share your screen with the JB link, just for those who missed it? Sorry, I have put it in the chat for anyone who hasn't, but maybe for the recording, let's try and get it up there. Sorry, from a technical point of view, I was going to put it up, but there seems to be some problem with my system here. Yep.
Alaziac.com.
That's it. Thank you very much, Russ. Thanks to everyone that's been on here. Please do go and have a look at that link. You know, I'll be in touch with you definitely over the next few days. I want to thank Russ for taking the time out to do this with us. I think it's been very insightful, Russ. And you know, what I can say is, guys, have fun out there. You know, I know Russ is having fun. He loves this. He loves the whole camaraderie of the members, and yeah. And as affiliates, I think have fun with this also with your, you know, I mean, it's a business, of course, but this is something really worthwhile. And you know, I think you'll yourself enjoy just doing the promotion. You'll enjoy the feedback you're going to get from your clients. Thank you. I've had so many people in the past come back to me saying, thank you so much for just referring my guys to Russ's launch. You can't believe, you know, how grateful they are that I've done that. And so, you know, it's a win-win, as we've said previously. Well, I won't keep it much longer than that. Thanks, Russ. Thank you, guys, for being here. I look forward to seeing you on the other side, so to speak. And over the next few days, there's going to be a lot happening, a lot of fun stuff. So let's keep an eye out for that. Yeah. Let's keep an eye out for that, and I'll put this recording up for those of you who have been on live and want to watch it again. I'll put it up in the affiliate area. Probably it will take a day or so, but it will be up. And speak to you all soon. Thank you, Russ.
Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Cheers for now.